Assalamu alaikum class. I hope everybody is fine. 10th class, we have started the first chapter, problem solving. In the last lecture we discussed about problem identification and specify the requirements. The third step is analyze the problem. Class, what is analyze the problem? Analyze the problem is deeply thinking about the problem, reasons, and how the problem can be solved. The problem can be solved in a better way by dividing the problem into sub-problems, into sections, small sections that you solve in steps, and then you lead to the simple solution. At this stage, the problem is decomposed into sub-problems. Rather than concentrating the bigger problem as a whole, we try to solve each sub-problem separately. This leads to a simple solution. This technique is called top-down design or divide and conquer rule. Class, what is top-down design or divide and conquer rule? Basically, you can take an example of, for example, we have an application WhatsApp, right? And you want another application like WhatsApp. You want to design an application like WhatsApp, right? First, think about this: why we needed WhatsApp, whereas we had IMO, we had Messenger, and we had Skype to connect with our contacts and connect with our relatives, right? So why we needed the WhatsApp? And the WhatsApp came and become the most popular application. If you want to design an application just like WhatsApp, you go to the developer of the application and you ask him about your requirements, that you want an application and that should be similar to WhatsApp. What are the features in WhatsApp? There are three basic features: chats, calls, and status. You ask the designer that please design an application that contains chats, calls, and status. Chats where you can talk with the people, calls where you can video call or audio call the people, and status where you can see that what they are doing, right? When you tell the developer of the application all your requirements, he will write that down on the paper. Then he will divide his work. He will not start working on the 3 pages at the same time. He will divide his work into chats, calls, and status. He can design calls first, he can design chats first, or status. That division of work in steps is top-down design, is divide and conquer rule. Following are the certain questions we may ask to approach the right solution. How many solutions are there to the given problem? Which one is the best solution? Can the problem be solved on computer? What are the input and output? How can the bigger problem be solved into the sub-problem? Design algorithm and draw flowchart. Designing the algorithm requires to develop a finite list of steps to a problem. Writing algorithm is often the most difficult part of the problem solving process. 10th class, what is algorithm? We'll discuss about algorithm and flowchart in detail in the later lectures, but let me tell you about algorithm and flowchart a little bit here. Algorithm is a set of steps that you write in your own language, in English language, that is understandable by you easily. Then you perform processing on it. In algorithm, you tell about your requirements, about your inputs, about what process will be performed on that input, and then what output will be obtained from that input and processing, right? Most computers algorithm perform at least following 3 steps: get data, which is input, perform computation, processing, display results, outputs. Let's take an example to make you understand about algorithm, how algorithm looks like. For example, the algorithm to make tea is as follows. Just think about tea making. How you make tea? First of all, you take a kettle and put water in it. The second step is switch on the stove. Third step is let water boil. Fourth step is add tea leaves or tea and sugar. And then fifth step is add milk. Sixth step is let it boil. You let all the things boil and mix well. The seventh and the last step is pour tea in the cup. That is the Algorithm to make tea. Simple algorithm looks like this, right? Desk checking. What is desk checking? Once the algorithm has been designed, it should be verified through desk checking. Desk checking is the process of carefully observing the working of an algorithm on the paper for some test data. Algorithm is provided a variable set of input for which the output is examined. Get back to the example. Here if we are given the inputs water, salt and tea and milk as well, but you are not provided the input of sugar. You perform the first step, take a kettle and put water in it. Yes, done. Switch on the stove, done. Let water boil, done. Add tea leaves and sugar. Here you can add tea leaves, but you cannot add sugar because sugar is not your input. Your input is salt. Then the algorithm will not work from here and you will go back from here to the first step, and this algorithm is not performed. So for this desk checking, you will see that for certain inputs this algorithm is not working. If you give the input of sugar, tea leaves and milk and water and all the inputs required here, then you can perform the processing of making tea, right? This is the desk checking. After desk checking, you write the program. Program is a set of instructions given to the computer to solve a particular problem. It is written in a programming language. Just like the algorithm was written in English like letters, English like sentences. Then the program is written in programming language. The programming language that you have little idea about programming language in 9th class chapter number 1, last topic. The program is written in the programming language and it is a set of instructions that are written in codes, right? The algorithm is implemented in the program and then the program is checked for the inputs, processing and output. Draw the flowchart. The pictorial representation of the algorithm which helps in understanding the flow of the control and data in the algorithm is called flowchart. What is pictorial representation? Class, for example, you have a map of a building, right? You do not have the building in your view, you just have the map itself, right? That is the pictorial representation of the building that will be built on the map. That is the pictorial representation. So after writing the algorithm, we draw a pictorial representation of that algorithm and then we can proceed with the coding as well. Here is a little simple example of making tea. This is also the fundamental flowchart for making tea. It is not here with the inputs of sugar, tea leaves and milk, but the basic requirements of the process. Start. This is the oval shape. Start. Fill kettle. Heat water. Right. After that, this diamond sign means processing. Has the water boiled? If the water is boiled, that means the decision is pending. Decision will be made here. If the water is boiled, yes, then make tea. You will here you will add sugar, you will add tea leaves, and then you will add milk here. If the water is not boiled, then you will go back here, heat water, then here and then make tea. If you have made tea, then this will be performed stop. This is also an oval shape, stop, and here your flowchart is complete, right? This is the basic understanding of flowchart. Short questions. Short questions for this lecture are as follows. What is the purpose of analyzing a problem? What is the divide and conquer rule or top-down design? If you are asked the question what is divide and conquer rule, you will write the same answer as if you are asked the question for top-down design. Both are the same questions and both are very important questions. What is desk checking? What is program? What steps algorithm must mostly perform? 3 steps: input, processing and output. So what we have studied today is analyze the problem and design algorithm and draw flowchart. Class, for a quick review of the lecture. What was analyze the problem? Analyze the problem was thinking about the problem, how the problem occurred, and thinking about the possible solution of that problem. How can we possibly solve that problem? By dividing that problem into subsections, into sub-problems. When we divide any problem into sub-problems, then we have a simple solution, because we divide them into little sections and we have a little burden, right? And that burden is solved before, and then the solution is solved as a whole, right? That technique was called top-down design or divide and conquer rule. After that, these were the few questions that we discussed, how we can reach the right solution. These are the few questions you should take in mind before solving any problem, before dividing the problem into sub-problems, right? After that, design algorithm and draw flowchart. This was a little detailed topic, and we discussed about it, algorithm and flowchart. In algorithm, what you do, algorithm is something that you write in your own language, that you write in finite list of steps, that you write to solve your problem on the paper, and you solve the problem for your input, you perform the processing on that input, and you get the output from the input on the paper, a sample input, right? For that process, we took 3 steps that are generally performed by algorithms: get data, perform computation, and display results, right? Here we are not discussing how we can write the algorithm, how we can write that in detail. We are only learning about the what is algorithm and what are the inputs in that algorithm and output and processing. For example, the output to make tea is as follows. We discussed about how to make an algorithm for making tea. This was a simple algorithm. You just take a kettle and put water in it, switch on the stove, let water boil, add tea leaves and sugar, add milk, let it boil, and then what you do is pour tea in the cup. This is the simple algorithm for tea. Just like tea, you can make algorithms for other things as well. You can make algorithm for biryani, you can make algorithm for making tea, and you can make algorithm for your juice, how you make juice. This is a simple thing that you can perform to practice what is algorithm, right? After that, this was the term desk checking. What is desk checking? It was certain step that is performed by taking certain input from the user and doing some processing on it, and then getting the output from the algorithm. Algorithm is basically tested before it is implemented in the program, right? First we design the algorithm, after that we draw flowchart on that algorithm, and then we write code, write program for that algorithm. Whenever we are checking the algorithm, we must take in mind that what is the right input and what is the wrong input. For the right input, you should give the things that is required in the algorithm, and for wrong input you should check the input for the wrong input that is not required in the algorithm. For that reason, you can check the working of the algorithm. Then we discussed about program. What is a program? Program is a set of instructions given to the computer to solve a particular problem. Whenever you are writing a program that is written in certain programming language, right? Any program is written in a programming language is a set of code, a set of instructions. After that, we had this term draw the flowchart, the pictorial representation of the algorithm which helps in understanding the flow of the control and draw data in the algorithm. What we do in the flowchart is just like a picture to you, is just like an instructive picture where you can see the flow of incoming data, the processing of incoming data, and then the output being processed by that data. Flowchart is a very important step in problem solving because it is before the coding and after the algorithm. It is the basic method to reach to the solution. This was the simple example of flowchart of making tea, but you can make other flowcharts as well. Not now because you do not know about all the shapes being used in the flowchart and all the things being processed in the flowchart, conditions and everything. Just you can look at the flowchart and you can take a view of the flow of the program, how the program will be working and how the program will be processed. Class, whenever you are asked about what is the purpose of analyzing a problem, and if you are asked about what is analyze a problem, why you analyze a problem, these are the same questions that you write, that you are asked in the paper. One question can be asked in many ways, but you should take in mind, you should first think about the question and then you should relate that question to the earlier learned topic, right? What is the purpose of analyze a problem, what is analyzing a problem, why we analyze a problem? These three should have the same answer. Why we analyze a problem? We analyze a problem to solve the problem in a better way, to solve the problem by solving little steps of the problem, by dividing that steps into smaller problems. What is divide and conquer rule or top down design? Class, this is a very important topic, very important question. This is being asked in both ways. What is divide and conquer rule or top down design? What is top down design? If you are asked about what is divide and conquer rule, you will give the same answer. And if you are asked about top down design, you will give the same answer as you gave in the divide and conquer rule, right? After that, what is dash checking? Dash checking, you know what is dash checking? In dash checking, you are checking the working of the algorithm, where you are given certain variable set to check the working of the algorithm. After that, what is a program? Program is a set of instructions given to the computer to for the processing of the input and giving you the output. I have given the definition in the previous slide. You can take a look at that. What steps algorithm mostly perform? 3 steps. There are 3 steps it mostly performs: get data, working on that data, and giving the output. That is basically input, processing and output. 10 class, one thing you should take in mind, that you should learn all the questions in the same way. You have to write the questions on the paper before the next lecture, and please read the topics from book as well. That you should take in mind that these slides are not enough for your lecture. You should read from the book as well, right? In case of any problem, you can ask me. Jazakallah.